As for improving the structure of the larger flat on page 109, the outer framing is fairly correct with the top and bottom rail and the two outer studs between them. But the detail on the bottom rail spanning the opening of your doorway is in fact your least elegant solution. You do need a sill iron of some sort to keep the door opening from wishboning during transport and installation. If you do use your bottom plate as a sill iron, probably best to chamfer or bevel the edges of the opening before you install it. I'll go into more detail on door sill options with a separate video on making door flats. Once your outer frame is drawn, then draw in your studs. These should be 24 inches on center. The first inner stud is measured from the outside of the flat frame to the center of the stud. The rest are measured 24 inches center to center. In Vectorworks, I draw these by creating a guide box, starting from the outside corner. I adjust the size to 24 inches. Since all my studs are the same length between top and bottom plate, I duplicate my outer stud, then move it into place, centered on my guide box edge, and flush with the inside edge of the top plate. Vectorworks has a hidden feature that if I duplicate that item again, it will repeat the same distance and direction each time, placing them exactly where they need to be. But I don't want to repeat the distance from the outer stud to the first inner one because that distance is outside to center. I want all of my next studs to be center to center. Instead, I will resize my guide box to 48 inches, then duplicate the first inner stud and move it into position, centered on the edge of my guide box and flush to the inside edge of the top plate. Now, since I moved the duplicated item exactly 24 inches to the right, when I duplicate again, it will repeat this 24-inch spacing until I reach the other side. This only works in Vectorworks if you don't perform any task other than duplicate, move, duplicate, and repeat the duplication from there. If you do any other task after moving your item before you duplicate again, it will forget the move distance and you'll have to start the process all over. On the Mac, duplicate is Command D. Now my studs are placed exactly 24 inches on center across the entire flat. The measurement from the outside of the outer stud to the center of the first inner stud is 24 inches. The measurement from inner stud center to inner stud center is also 24 inches, with the last stud landing at wherever it wants to land before getting to the opposite outer stud. Remember that on center can be measured center to center, left side to left side, or right side to right side. When laying out your lumber for assembly, estimating to a center marking is significantly more difficult than lining up to the edge of your stud. But when creating your working drawing in Vectorworks, measuring to and from center is easy.